No, obviously you can't make mistakes too often on the bases, and we have. Pilar didn't realize he was thrown behind him there, and you just have to be more aware and get back there. You need help from your base coach, and if we're first and second with two outs, we're certainly a lot better off than being out of the inning. So we need to do a better job of that.
How impressed have you been with Valdez, and could you envision maybe a bigger role for him if he continues to perform at this level?
Yes, he's pitching himself maybe into a bigger role. So that's why we stuck with him today, because he's been throwing the ball well. When he starts going through some of these really good hitters and getting him out, that's why we left him in there longer. So he's doing a good job. Hopefully we continue to see that, and eventually maybe he is in a bigger role.
And might that be kind of like a bulk guy as part of the opener, or could he even potentially get stretched out to look at as a starter? He's done that some in the past.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has ever mentioned him as a starter. So I think more of bulk innings. But it could be, if he throws well, it could be later in games when it's a little tighter. It just depends on how we keep seeing him. So I know, I know we liked him. That's why we picked him up. So we're starting to see the guy that they liked in order to go get him.
Ron, with JD just being as cold as he is to start the year, yeah, how much do you think the lineup really feels the lack of his presence right now?
No doubt, JD is a huge part of that lineup. When you go 2-3, you got him and then Devers. So when those two are swinging the bats like we know we can, we're going to score runs. And I know that they feel that, they know that. JD was swinging the bat really well when we first started the season, and then he got cold. But when we first started, he was really good. As you know, he was all good through training camp, and then started the first couple games, and then for whatever reason, guys get a little out of whack. He's there right now, but he works at it. He'll figure it out and he'll find it. He's always that consistent guy that you can count on, so he'll get it back.
Ron, just generally, when you're playing a team as good as those guys, how much do maybe those mistakes and those missed opportunities get magnified?
Well, for sure, both of them. The missed opportunities probably comes up a lot more often when you have chances. If you don't score runs against that type of a team, then most of the time you're in trouble. So, and I know they've got good pitching, so you're not always going to come through in those situations. But if you have a good plan and you stick with it, there's a lot of times that we'll get to those good pitchers, but you have to have good game plans, and you've got to stick with what you do best.